A new Wordle puzzle is online. Click on the link to play.
Listening to the following video may give you clues. Please like and share the videos.
Doctor Strange 2 brings Sam Raimi's dark magic into the MCU. Sam Raimi's dark magic continues to enchant audiences with his latest Marvel superhero adventure, Doctor Strange 2.
Directed by the prolific filmmaker, the sequel is the follow-up to the successful 2008 Marvel debut. Featuring Benedict Cumberbatch, Benedict Wong, and American Chavez, this sequel is a must-see.
Read on to learn more. Posted on January 17, 2019 by Andrew G.
Jones. Sam Raimi's House of Magical Spooks and Monsters.
While Sam Raimi's previous films have focused on bending his signature properties, his latest movie, Doctor Strange 2, takes a more traditional route. Instead of creating a conventional superhero adventure, Sam Raimi crafts a supernatural horror romp.
His twisted take on the franchise, which started with a remake of the R-rated Darkman, is a welcome departure for the Marvel Cinematic Universe. The sequel is also the latest in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, with Benedict Cumberbatch as the titular superhero.
While he's played a crucial role in the Infinity Saga and acted as Spider-Man's mentor in No Way Home, Stephen Strange doesn't get much alone time in Multiverse of Madness. The movie opens with a stunning set piece that recaptures the spooky Steve Ditko-esque magic of the first Doctor Strange film.
Sam Raimi's film explores the nature of magic and the role of its practitioners. It offers a new twist on the classic Marvel superhero lore, with Stephen Strange discovering that not all magic is good.
In the end, he must become a hero and learn that evil doesn't come easily. Despite his apparent naivety, the movie reveals that magic isn't always free.
The movie is full of questions about the nature of demons and how it should be treated. The movie does not give definitive answers, but it does make for an interesting viewing experience.
Sam Raimi's Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness is an interesting crossover event film that expands the Marvel Cinematic Universe and introduces alternate worlds. The movie feels like a new phase in Marvel storytelling.
However, it is an interesting step forward for Marvel, but it reflects the fragile nature of such sprawling franchises. With the Multiverse of Madness, the franchise has the chance to grow even further, and the author behind this movie will be able to continue to tell the tale.
In a multiverse full of madness, Stephen Strange gathers the cast and launches them into an adventure. This time, he has a new MCU character, America Chavez, who runs into Stephen Strange.
The two team up with old allies, but one of his new allies, the Scarlet Witch, has returned as a major character, Benedict Cumberbatch.
While Sam Raimi is not new to Marvel, his sensibilities are a perfect fit for the MCU, and Doctor Strange is no exception. While Raimi may have been an outsider in the Marvel Universe when he made his first Spider-Man film, he is humble enough to color within the lines. The
director's dark magic and sense of fright find an appropriate outlet in this film, which focuses more on the metaphysical than it does on the practicalities of life. The first film starred Benedict Cumberbatch as the titular character of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, while Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness starred Elizabeth Olsen and Benedict Wong as altered versions of themselves.
Cumberbatch was nominated for an Academy Award for his portrayal of the character. The film is set to follow the story of the Marvel superhero, who discovers that a strange force is destroying the multiverse.
Doctor Strange has been a huge hit for Marvel, but this movie has the potential to be a sequel that pushes the boundaries even further. Cumberbatch's Doctor Strange faces a new threat to the fabric of reality, the Multiverse of Madness.
Elizabeth Olsen's Wanda Maximoff, a former Sorcerer Supreme, has used her powers to create an artificial reality with her husband Vision. During the course of their relationship, the two are caught up in a tangle of magic and chaos, and a battle erupts to save their lives.
The sequel begins a few months after the events of Spider-Man: No Way Home. The film pits the characters against alternate versions of themselves.
While it takes an hour to build to the full pandemonium, the movie also introduces a new character, America Chavez, played by Xochitl Gomez. The film also introduces America Chavez, a superpowered teen, who brings along a tentacled creature with her.
The next installment of Doctor Strange will continue Raimi's series of movies. Benedict Cumberbatch will reprise his role as the Sorcerer Supreme, as he deals with the consequences of manipulating the multiverse and evil versions of himself.
Elizabeth Olsen's Scarlet Witch is also a key player in this film. WandaVision's post-credit scene suggests she's a central antagonist.
Benedict Wong. The sequel to Sam Raimi's Spider-Man reboot picks up a few months after the events of Spider-Man: No Way Home, pitting our heroes against alternate versions of themselves.
Raimi teases the film's multi-genre approach with the introduction of new character America Chavez, played by Xochitl Gomez. The first film reunited the two of these popular characters, with Strange teaming up with Chavez, a human with the ability to travel through the multiverse.
The sequel is a rip-roaring free ride, featuring a snarky hero who challenges the surviving heroes of Earth to become better men. While this can be corny, Raimi manages to balance sentimentality with sick.
The movie isn't perfect, but it's fun to watch and will keep you coming back for more. The upcoming movie, Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, has some interesting elements.
The cast has come together for a virtual press conference to tease the next installment in the MCU. Among other things, the multiverse will have a new villain, the Scarlet Witch.
She might or may not die, but she'll definitely be a threat in the film. The sequel to Sam Raimi's critically acclaimed original is a resounding success.
The multi-dimensional world and Benedict Wong's Sorcerer Supreme are stunning. Sam Raimi and Benedict Wong are in their element, crafting cosmic, magic and multiversal set pieces for the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
The characters meet altered versions of themselves in the multiverse and interact with them. In the first film, Benedict Wong's mysterious character, Drive
Strange, has the ability to travel between dimensions and bring people from one dimension to another. Raimi has mastered the art of making the multiverse work together, and Strange, too, is no exception.
The film is a PG-13 movie, so you won't be averse to the spooky elements. The sequel to Doctor Strange takes its time to build its world and characters.
The first half of the movie is shakier, and is essentially an introduction to America Chavez, an Avenger who has the power to jump between worlds. Meanwhile, America Chavez stumbles into the Marvel Cinematic Universe, where she is chased by a monster and saved by the magical Doctor Strange.
American Chavez. American Chavez is a superhero appearing in American comic books.
Originally created by Joe Casey and Nick Bragatti, America Chavez is the second superhero in Marvel's history to use the Miss America moniker. In Doctor Strange 2, she makes her debut as a supporting character.
Her role as an assistant to Doctor Strange will be very different from her predecessor. However, fans should not worry about her casting in the sequel, since this superhero has some great abilities and can save the world from certain dangers.
A new Marvel film is in the works, and the inclusion of America Chavez has gotten a lot of attention. The character is based on a comic book character from the Marvel Universe, and Xochitl Gomez plays the part of America Chavez.
This will be the first time that America Chavez has been portrayed in live action, making her inclusion all the more exciting. In the film, Marvel Studios will also acknowledge the character's sexual orientation, which makes her inclusion all the more interesting.
America Chavez originally appeared in the 2011 comic book Vengeance. She used the legacy name Miss America before changing her name to America Chavez.
The characters Joe Casey and Nick Dragata created were credited for the character's first appearance. The Multiverse of Madness trailer is a fun teaser for the movie, and Chavez's appearance in it is also a tease for other new characters in the sequel.
The American Chavez character in Doctor Strange 2 will have a much bigger role in the sequel. Chavez will be the facilitator for Strange's journey through the multiverse.
The two heroes could encounter Spider-Men, mutants, and zombies. Marvel Studios is yet to announce what Chavez will do in the future, but her multiverse ties are an excellent way to introduce her to the MCU.
So, what's next for American Chavez in Doctor Strange? America Chavez's role is an important one for the MCU.
America Chavez's first major solo role as a lead character will help make the MCU more inclusive. As the only queer Latina character in the MCU, Chavez has the potential to become Thor-level hero.
But the movie is not yet ready for that. A second chance to make a mark is waiting.